Hi, people. My name is back here again as always, and as usual. Yeah, this is a really quick video that I'm going to do on Greek primordial deity called Phanēs. This is as per the request of a subscriber called Sean Kerr. This one's for you, buddy, so to speak. Before I begin, let me say that this is not the first time that I've heard of this deity or entity. He is one of the so-called Titans, the primordial Greek deities in Greek mythology. But he's different compared to the rest of the classical Greek gods. But again, you can read upon that in the sources I'll be placing in the relevant locations, such as the end screen and or the description of this video. So I simply want to say that I already thought about doing a video on this guy in the past, but I just said to myself, you know what, I already have so many. Let me just, it's not necessary to do a video on every single entity or anything like that. In my case, maybe in the future, but not now. Anyways. Yeah. Hold on. Wikipedia entry. I'm sorry, but I woke up not too long ago. That's why I still sound a bit, I sound the way I do. Phanēs in Orphic cosmology, Phanēs, Romanized Phanēs, or Prōtogónos. Uh, Literally translated firstborn, is a primeval deity who was born from the cosmic egg, beginning of creation. He is referred by various names, including Erikephaios, power, and Metis, thought. Um, and then it just goes on. In Orphic cosmology, Phanes is often equated with Eros or Mithras and has been depicted as a deity emerging from a cosmic egg, entwined with a serpent, the Orphic egg. He had a helmet and had broad golden wings. The Orphic cosmology is quite unlike the creation sagas offered by Homer and Hesiod. Scholars have suggested that Orphism is un-Greek, even Asiatic in conception because of its inherent dualism. And then it just goes on like that. I'm reading from the Wikipedia section. You can check the wiki linked in the description of this video if you want to know the full story on Phanes or Protogonos. Now, based on the snippet I've read, you can already deduce that similar to the other titans, which were generally speaking personifications of existential forces, according to the ancient Greeks, in terms of their level of comprehension and what they could understand. Phanes is essentially the symbol or personification of, I want to say, divine creation. Hence, the whole egg hatching bit and light and whatnot. He's essentially um, creation that subsequently breeds light or vice versa, whichever one you want to apply. Okay. Um, and just like was aforementioned, he was associated with power and thoughts. These were also things that he personified, which is true. So yeah, let's dive right in. Long story short, he does indeed look as depicted, especially in the Wikipedia picture to the right. When opening up the Wikipedia page, a being that radiates light and a humanoid being, but he wasn't naked as opposed to the statue. He wore a thingy. He wore like a white. He simply had his genitals were covered with a white piece of cloth and whatnot. Um, Similar to what's the phrase I'm looking for again? A loin cloth, but still neatly placed around him. For the rest, he had wings, but one of them was dark and the other one was white. So the other one was white, the other one was black, or more light and dark. He has a lot of movement about him. Not a lot of movement, but a decent amount of movement. Just plain movement. The light he radiates is more of a primordial nature. Let's just say the light that fire radiates, but it's not just a regular kind of fire. It's like a fire that gives off the same vibe as the sun. So think solar fire. LOL. He had like a flaming sword in his hand, like a scimitar-looking sword. And for the rest, he just looks like there's depicted a blonde-looking man that is reminiscent of ancient Greek statues, yada yada yada. He doesn't talk a lot, okay, only when it's absolutely necessary. He's more static in nature. But that's a given based on his personality. Now, in terms of his alignment, he is unsurprisingly solar, so he corresponds to the sun specifically. I mean, the zodiac sign Leo also has a strong lunar influence that is the one that prompts movement, and also a significant mercurial influence, specifically the zodiac sign Virgo. Um, and for the rest, again, his entire personality is in alignment. I want to say perfect alignment, or at the very least, near perfect alignment with um, with the description given in the Wikipedia section. So just what general sources say about him. And in terms of if you were a magician or similar and you wanted to work with him, if you're wondering what he has to offer you, stands for the fact that he can make you become more aware of life and concept or notion of knowledge and wisdom overall from an existential perspective. And applying that will, the realization of the aforementioned and application will lead to an overall improvement in one's daily life and overall functionability. Quite thingy. Um, and yeah, no, Faunus is quite powerful, honestly. Doesn't surprise me based on, the way he's configured. Um, and something that I also noticed, it says somewhere as well that Fanos, usually these kind of deities, primordial deities, won't actively worship because of what I said aforementionedly, that they were personifications of existential forces and not so much deities that had a lot in common with their creators, so the ancient Greeks in this case, uh, and or similar. Let me see if there's anything else. So yeah, now that's essentially it. Again, like I said, if you're going to work with Farnes as a magician, yeah, Farnes is quite powerful, and yeah, definitely. In relation to the aforementioned specialties he has, definitely he will definitely not disappoint in general towards you. Like it's been a while since I've come across a pagan god that is this potent, but based on his backstory, it doesn't surprise me. In any case, that is all. Goodbye.